welcome to another Teacher's Corner. I'm Teacher Kirby, and today we're answering a question from a viewer: where do I get tech upgrades? So, there are a few ways to get tech upgrades. The first, which I can't show you unfortunately, is from the Phoenix boxes. So, when there is a special event offering Phoenix boxes, it is possible to get the Phoenix upgrade from the Phoenix boxes. That is the lowest level will give you an upgrade. Okay. Another way to get upgrades is through the Admiralty system. You can get upgrades, click on Admiralty, and you can get upgrades from the, wow, I've been slacking, from the Romulan Republic Admiralty system. And you'll see if I hover over it, complete all 10 steps. So the daily, here it is, the tour of duty assignments. You complete all 10 of them, and you will receive 4 Romulan Republic Universal Tech upgrades. These will require no dilithium to use. So they're awesome like that. Okay, you also can get them from the weekly reward box from completing featured episodes. You can choose either a specialization point or a universal tech upgrade. So that's quite handy. So those are a couple ways to get upgrades. There are also upgrade rewards for certain missions, so you can get them from there. And then the more common places for upgrades. Okay, so far we've talked about uncommon upgrades. There's one more uncommon upgrade. These are the Omega Particle Tech upgrades. These come from combining, let's take a look. These come from combining Omega traces that you get from scanning the anniversary event. So for example, there you go. So I just searched for red omega trace. There's also blue and yellow. You combine one of each to make a sliver. And I'll actually pull this up because you can see it all on your R&D. So you combine these using your special projects. As you see, you can combine one blue, one red, and one yellow omega trace, and that makes a sliver. You combine 3 slivers to make 1 shard. You combine 3 shards to make 1 fragment, and 3 fragments to make 1 omega upgrade. These again do not cost any dilithium to use. Okay, and they're very, very special. So those are the special special upgrade locations. There are, of course, other more common ways of getting upgrades. So one of them that few people realize, I'm on Earth Space Dock, so I'm going to the personal equipment vendor right here to this gal. And I'm going to open up, and you look at the very bottom. Well, the last choice she has, purchase tech upgrades. She sells basic upgrades for 10,000 EC each. I wouldn't normally recommend using these. For one thing, you notice they have a small amount of technology points. They do cost dilithium to use. Okay. All of these, at this point, every upgrade we're going to talk about causes or requires dilithium to use. Okay, so the basic, they don't give a lot of technology points, and for the amount of dilithium you're using, they're not as efficient as using a superior upgrade. We're going to talk about where to get those in a little bit. Okay, so, and those cost, of course, 10,000 EC each, and you get those from the vendor. You can also buy upgrades from the exchange. And let me get that red omega off of there. Okay. And there's even a section for it, tech upgrade, right here. And if I just search, and you can see there's basic tech upgrades, and let's get past the basic. See if I can get past the basic. There are improved tech upgrades, and let's see. And there are, of course, superior tech upgrades. So these cost a bit more. And there's tech upgrades, and then of course there's experimental tech upgrades as well. And then there are, as I said, experimental tech upgrades, and these cost a bit more. Okay, so now the big question is, well, where do you get them? And that's a good question. You can, of course, buy them off the exchange if you don't have the things that you need to get them. Now, there are a couple ways to get these: the basics, the improved, and the superior. All drop as mission rewards in various missions. So you can, as long as you pick up your loot, you're going to come across one or two of them, as you go. You can see here I've got one here. That was a mission drop. Okay, etc., etc. So you can of course get them that way. How did I miss that? There we go. Okay, so you can get them that way. But the main way that people get upgrades, other than buying off the exchange, is to craft them. Okay, so you see I've got my R&D here. So, do I need any? Nope, I don't. Alright, so as you can see, I'll show you using beams. So as we go down, we have all the way at the bottom, okay, because I'm maxed out in beams, we have all the basic upgrades that we can craft. The basic upgrades unlocks at level 5. So you have to have at least level 5 in the school in order to craft the upgrade. For the improved, you have to have level 10. And for the superior, you have to have for the superior and the experimental, you have to have level 15. Okay. As you can see, each one requires a little bit more. Okay. So the basic tech upgrade doesn't require much. It's almost nothing to craft. Focusing lens, a targeting interface, and 2,500 energy credits. The improved costs a little more: an emitter module, a EPS conduit, and 7,500 energy credits. Now the superior, you need for the beam anyway, you need a radiogenic particle, a firing sequencer, and a power surge regulator. And you need 10,000 energy credits. Or is that 15,000? Hard to read when it's that small. And then for the experimental, you need the same thing you need for the superior, plus you need 2 salvaged technology. Okay, so you can craft these provided that your crafting level is high enough and that you, of course, have all the materials. And there are a lot of people that make their money this way by simply crafting the beams, or sorry, crafting the upgrades and selling them. So, the TLDR, you can get upgrades from Admiralty, the Romulan one. You can get upgrades as mission rewards, as loot drops. You can buy upgrades both from vendors and off the exchange. So lots of ways, and you can craft them yourself. Lots of ways to get upgrades. Hope this answers your question. And Lord, got myself tongue-tied there. You can hear the discussion of Teacher's Corner, there it is, live every Saturday night on the Pilot Review Show, every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Hope to see you there.